Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my hashtag teamprojectpan update. So I have a bunch of empties right here, and let me show them to you. First, I have my body product. This was a hand cream. This is the Ernesti Apple and Honey Shea Butter Hand Cream. Last time we had gotten like down to here, and it wasn't much of anything to use that up. I am currently using up something else in a different project pan as a hand cream, so I've decided to replace it with a different type of body product. Last time this weighed 21.9 grams, now it weighs 14.2, that's just a packaging. And I'm replacing it with this. This is a Zany Laney body scrub in Station. It's based off of Bill and Ted's. Technically, if you're talking Station, it's a Bogus Journey, but just, you know, the franchise in general. And its scent notes are acorns, marshmallow, and woods, so this won't be much of anything to use up. It currently weighs 184.8 grams. Now let's see. Next, I actually have my perfume. This was a little bit of a surprise. I actually finished it up this month. I didn't even finish it last month. This is the Nest Fragrances Black Tulip Rollerball. I did really enjoy it, and I will repurchase at some point. Last time it weighed 38.3 grams. Now just the packaging weighs 36 grams even. It was like right here last time, and now it is done. And I'm actually replacing it with this. This is like my one full-size perfume that I have. This is Chance by Chanel. This is something my mom got me a couple of years ago. I didn't want to mark where it was like see-through, so I actually marked it on the side, but it is like right here up at the top. I've been working on other stuff since I got it, so that's why it doesn't have a ton of progress. I haven't actually even put it on today, so. And that is the extent that I can put it on me, or else it gets too strong too quick. And it currently weighs 230.9 grams. So that's gonna be in here a while, which is no big deal. Probably the last one I work on in here. Next is my concealer. I wasn't quite expecting to finish this yet. It is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. Can't really get anything else out. I did actually pop out the top and scrape it out even. So let's see, let's see. And our progress on it went from 16.6 grams, and now just the packaging is 15.3. And I am replacing it with something I've realized I don't really like, because I've been using it for a little while. It is the Morphe Concealer. This thing right here, I don't remember exactly what it's called. I've actually been using it recently just as a face concealer. I don't really like it under my eyes. Like, it both doesn't have enough coverage and isn't quite the right shade. Like, it's not quite light enough. But if I'm using it to like beef up, that's ironically enough, kind of beef up the coverage of my foundation, and just as a face concealer in general, that's getting it some good use, and to me that's what's really important. It currently weighs 23.8 grams. I don't know how much is in here. It's in the shade C1.55, and it has 4.5 mils. So we're gonna have this a while, but hopefully I can get it used up pretty soon. Speaking of concealers, I actually finished the green concealer that I was working on. It is the Nyx Hd Concealer in green. I did not pop the stopper out of this because this is so old. I was kind of afraid to. But I mean, without popping out the stopper, the wand is bone dry. So I figured enough was enough. I have used it plenty this year, and I got back in the habit of using it. And it went from 14.0 to 13.9, so there wasn't much left. Now I'm actually replacing it with the only green concealer I have left in my collection. This is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Pro Concealer Palette. Now when I finish my peach concealer, I will be using the peachy shade in here too. But for now, I've just been using the green right here. This is actually a little too dark for me, but I can make it work with regular concealer. But the weight of this in general is 62.2 grams. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos, but once I use up these two, this is done to me because I don't use purple concealer at all. But I would only count it for like 2/3 of the price worth, so that's fine. Let's see. Next is my brow pencil. This is the Paper Progress. But it doesn't roll up anymore. It's basically done. It was basically done last time. It's the hilarious bit. I am replacing it with the AOA Studios, that's from Shop Miss A, Sculpting Brow Pencil. This is another triangular one. So these take me a little bit longer to use up, and this one is still like creamy, so it's not like breaking off or anything. So I will be working on this for the next couple of months. Still 2 more. I did finally finish this little Sephora creamy lip stain. I still don't know the shade name. If this was cruelty free, I would buy this again just to contour with, because it was like my perfect shade. I popped the stopper out, I scraped it as best I could. What was left, there's like a little bit left on the top of the one, but it's starting to get crusty, probably from the fact that I popped the stopper out. It's probably just drying out. But it is done. And its weight went from 4.8 to 4.4, but I lost the stopper at some point, so you know, add on like 0.1 or 0.2 for the stopper as well. And while I am replacing it, and I debated back and forth on that, I'm probably not going to be using this right away. There's another lip product that I'm focusing on currently. But this is the Ulta Beauty Matte Liquid Lipstick. I don't know the shade. It came in an advent calendar. I think I have used this once, so. But I've just been trying to knock out some of these like little mini liquid lipsticks this year. So that's fine. It does have a weight. Its weight is currently 7.2 grams. And finally, I have my lip liner. So it was the Ulta lip liner in clear. Here is the Paper Progress. I finished this like April 30th, so it doesn't roll up anymore. And I'm actually replacing it with a duo lip liner. This is the Ernesti Auto Lip Liner Duet in Nude Rose. So I'm currently working on this end, which there it is right there. And I am going to finish both of them eventually, but I'm just going to work on one side and then the other. I have already measured both sides like on a piece of paper just so I have that going. But I don't suspect that anyone that, especially this side, which already has a decent amount of progress on it, it's going to last past about next month, so I went ahead and marked both. Now, to get into everything else, first I have my primer. This is the Ordinary's High Adherence Silicone Primer. Here are my progress marks right here. I actually suspect that this will be done in the next month, because that's not even a terribly accurate mark, because I have to like bend it and squish to get product out. But the weight went from 24.5 grams to 20.6. So that is that. Next is my foundation product. This is actually a BB cream, and what I need to beef up the coverage of. It is the... Alright, so I was talking before my battery died about the Shop Miss A BB cream. Progress marks are from here to about here. I do think I could finish this in the next month, as long as I actually wear makeup. I haven't been wearing a lot of it recently, so. And its weight went from 29.9 grams to 21.3. I don't think there's a lot left in there. Okay, I already went over the concealer. So next is powder. I've only been using this to set under my eyes, so it doesn't have a lot of progress right now. It's the Milani Prep Set and Go Translucent Face Powder. Its weight went from 49.1 to 48.8, so like I said, not a lot of progress just yet. I am working on a powder in my 50 Shades of Purple project pan. It's a loose powder, but it's a mini, so give it about 3 or 4 months and I'll be working on this one full time. But till then, next is my face mist. I do think that I will finish this as well in the next month. It is the In Beauty Power Up Dual Face Setting Mist. I use this to kind of like chill out the powder on my face, although I've heard it makes a great skincare face mist as well. We went from here all the way down to here which is a bit surprising considering how little I wore makeup the last month. Its weight went from 79.8 grams to 53.4, so yeah, I don't think this will be a problem to finish up. Like I said, as long as I wear makeup. Next is my bronzer and contour. Now, it is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Highlight and Contour Little Trio. This is what it looked like last time. And here we are today. As you can see, I finished the highlighter powder. It's really just a setting powder. Now, I did drop it and some of it broke off. That's why like some of the pan is shiny and some of it isn't. So I will admit that, but it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Like, it literally shattered into a million pieces on the floor and I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. Now, its weight went from 19.8 to 16.9. Most of that was in the, you know, finishing the, whatever this is. Technically a highlight, not really a highlight. I mostly used it to blend out the contour, and then for the last month, I actually used it to set my face with, so I will count it in the face powder category when I do my makeup empties at the end of this year, or beginning of next year. Now, I've mentioned before that I don't love the bronzer because it's like really, really warm, so I have to be very careful with it. But I'm going to stick it out for as long as I can and hope that I can finish it by the end of this year because I will feel that is an accomplishment. I can make it work, I just can't wear a lot of it. So it's gonna be in here for a while. Now next is something I thought I was gonna finish last month, but because I didn't wear a lot of makeup, I didn't. It is my remnants of the Maybelline blush stick. Now, I used to have like weights and stuff like that, but then a bunch of it the rest of it broke off, and I just popped it in this little container right here, so I've been using it that way. There's really not a lot left. Like I said, I just have to wear makeup. So that's the story of this update. Next is the highlight. I picked the Julep Skip the Blush in Moonlight Sand, which is a highlight version. It didn't have any paper progress, and I'll show you why. Apparently it started to slant, which is a problem with taking paper progress on stick products, especially thicker ones like this. So the weight did change, which, you know, shows that I am using it. It went from 23.7 to 23.2. There's not a lot left. It'll be gone in a couple of months. I'm not worried about finishing it up. It's just the paper progress thing is a little annoying. Next is my Laura Mercier Caviar stick in Intense Amethyst. Here is my paper progress. Actually a good bit of paper progress on this one. Like, more than I expected. Now I will say, I think this will finish sooner rather than later, not because I won't necessarily finish it all off, but I realized, literally as I was using it today, it has come loose from the base. And once it does that, no matter how careful I am with it, it pops out and hits the floor eventually. So I will use everything that I can, but when I say this is loose from the base, I mean it completely comes out. It's not just like broken at a certain point or anything. So I imagine I'll be able to use up at least most of it as long as I'm careful. Hopefully all of it, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Next is my eye primer. It's the NYX HD eye primer. It went from 15.0 grams to 14.9. I've used up 0.7 overall. So this is probably going to take me all year. It's not getting any drier while using it yet. Maybe pulling out a tiny bit less product, but still plenty enough for me to use on both eyes. I don't even have to dip back in twice yet, so yeah, this is going to be a while. Which, I mean, it's an eye primer. Am I surprised? No. Am I slightly annoyed that I can't get through more than one eye primer in a year? Yes. The next two are pencil products. First, I have the Marcel eyeliner. I didn't use this all month. I was working really hard on finishing a different eyeliner last month, the Urban Decay one. from my Throwback 30 project pan. But now that that's done, I can focus more on wearing this, so expect to see progress next month, hopefully. The Benefit Highbrow Pencil does have progress. Here's the paper progress here. And this is what it looks like. I don't know how far down this sharpens. Presumably somewhere in this range right here. So probably at least down to the W. So I'll keep using it and we will see. I have two other pencils like this, so I'm glad I've gotten it into the routine of actually like using it up under my brows. It's supposed to like help highlight or something. I don't know. I don't really know it. I don't really see a difference in using this, but I use it and I use it on my inner corner too. So at least I'm in the habit of using it and I can hopefully use up the other two I have as well and then never get another one. I won that one in a giveaway and, you know, I guess it's fine. It's just not something I necessarily see a difference in. Okay, next is the brow pencil. I already went over that. Lip liner and lipstick. I have the Trestique Matte Lip Crayon. Here is my paper progress here. Now, I thought I would have more progress on this because I've used this like 6 or 7 times, including a little bit today, but still not a ton. I'm glad I'm using it because I have a full size of this. That's really the only reason why I want to get this like used up, but I'll just keep chugging along. It doesn't stick out anymore because when I first started in this project, it was actually like, it actually like stuck out a little bit, so there is that. Next is my lip gloss, which is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Little Mini. I also used up a lip gloss sample last month, so that did hinder the progress on this a little bit because, you know, those little blister packets pack a hell of a lot of gloss in them, so you get like way multiple uses in them. So it went from 14.9 to 14.7 grams. I did get a little bit of progress on here, so that is always good. Still, until I have another blister pack that I'm using this month, and then this will be a stronger focus. So after that, I don't foresee it lasting super long. Next is my lip scrub. It is the St. Ives lip scrub, which is St. Ives is cruelty free. Good to know. Which means if I wanted to, I could repurchase this. This is so huge of a lip scrub, though. I don't think I would. Like, just as a matter of, well, you definitely get more than your $5 worth, but trying to pan this has been annoying. But it might just be because I had a hard time getting it into my routine. It went from 40.8 grams to 36.9 grams. I actually think I will finally finish this in the next month because it's just like bits around the sides and then it's like all the way to the bottom. So, but I mean, it took forever. Progress still sucks on this. My nails are bare right now and I've painted them literally like once in the past month and a half. Just hasn't been my interest at all. The weight went from 55.0 to 54.7. Sorry. Next is my skincare one, and the measuring progress on this kind of sucks. I know if I was using it twice a day, it would be better, but that's still really frustrating to see after a month. This has like such a tiny amount of progress. This is the Hanskin Real Complexion Hyaluron Skin Essence. I hate the packaging on this, that's why I'm trying to get rid of it. Because it's literally just an open mouth for a very liquidy product. I've spilt this so many times. Not in the past month, I finally got the hang of it, but when I was first using it, I spilt this so many times. It's not even funny. Weight went from 131.9 to 126.3. I did test 2 different skin essences in the past month for 0.8 liters, so that hit the progress on that some too. And finally, this massive thing that I can't even like measure on the bottle. I have no idea where this is. It's completely opaque. But the Tresemme Max the Volume Lightweight Moisturizing Lotion. it went from 217.3 to 205.4 because I am panning some stuff in my 50 Shades of Purple that fulfill the same thing. So I'm just kind of using them back and forth. So that is it. For next time, I think I'll have my primer and foundation done. My lip scrub will be done more than likely. My color corrector, my peach color corrector from Hard Candy will be done. And other than that, I don't really know. I think that will probably be about it. Oh wait, the setting spray will be done. So I'll be able to pick out something new for that. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you later. Bye.